Now, you were asking about how to set up for low and slow on the kamado. And what I've done here today is I've given it a bit of a clear out. You don't need a huge amount of coal. I'm going to do this on Big Joe, but the very same principle goes for the smaller kamados as well. Just some air holes around the side here. And one second, I'll turn on some light. Yeah. Just some air holes around the side here, and it's important that they're kept clear, that the air can flow in around it, but otherwise you won't be able to keep control of your temperature. Now, for low and slow, you don't need a huge amount of coal, but it'll only use whatever you're giving it. So what I always do is I'll just light in one place only. If that was going to be for hot and fast, I would spread out these lighters around maybe 2 or 3 places. 3 is probably ideal, like 1, 2 and 3. But for low and slow, I'd light in the middle. Give them a few seconds, and as soon as they start going, take some of the smaller pieces of charcoal and just move them around to where the lighters are, that they'll all catch fire, maybe 2 or 3 pieces, just touching in on it. Something like that. And I generally put the bigger piece of charcoal around the outside or on the bottom, and I'll add some cherry chunks then to it when I get it running. But that for right now is all I'm going to do. Now I'll leave the lid open and the bottom vent here fully open, and to allow airflow in, and leave the lid open until that establishes. It'll only be a few minutes and we'll be back. Now here we're back after about 10 minutes. You'll see that the fire lighters are burnt out and the charcoal is just starting in one place in the middle. Is really what I'm looking for. Now I want to add some wood chunks then as well. So what I generally do is try and get one kind of just on the fire there, and then one for later on the smoke. As the fire moves its way over, I'll put one over here at the side under that big lad there, and that'll take up later on. Now what I'm going to do is, once that's running, is I'm going to put in my deflector plates. So the 2 of them in the lowest position, and down the lowest position of it, and then I'll put my cooking racks here on the highest position. And I'm just going to close that down now, and I'll open up everything up full to allow it I'll open the top vent fully. Actually, I'll put it on, if your top vent slides over, slide it over. If not, just set it at fully open, and the bottom one at fully open as well. And what I'm looking for is the temperature here to work its way up to heading towards, my target temperature is about 225, 230 degrees. So I'm just going to wait for it to come up there. You'll see smoke starting to roll there now at the moment, and that'll get quite white and billowy, and you have to wait till that clears as well. So I'll give it a good opportunity to do it. I'm going to open the top there fully and let it come up to temperature. We'll be back in a few minutes. Here we are back about after 10 minutes. It's just touching a little over 200 there. So what the first thing I want to do is that I use the top vent, and I always say this is like a brake. So I want to close it down, shut it down, the top one first, to stop it from rising. And I'll leave it at the first click around there. That's normally what I do. That leaves a little small vent here open on the side. Just a little small mount, a little triangle. If I need to close it down more, I will, but I'll start with there. And then down the bottom, I want to close over the main vent. I'll close that over till about a finger's width there or thereabouts. Someone asked me yesterday, what size finger? I said big sausage finger like I have. Anyway, about that much there. That should just slow things down here. You'll see the smoke now start to build up inside the dome. Nice little bit of smoke rolling there. That's cleared off nicely to a nice little kind of invisibly blue smoke rather than a big white billowy smoke. And our temperature here is settling down there at just over 200. We'll come back in a few minutes there now and check. We are back again after about 10 minutes, and I noticed that it's sitting here at 200 Fahrenheit, just a little under 100 Celsius, which is a little over 200, so around what we're looking for. If I want to get a little bit higher, but that's ready for smoking now. You can see here at the top that the smoke, I don't know if you can see it there now, but the smoke is trickling out there. You've got that clear blue kind of smoke on it, which is what you're looking for. And the bottom vent here is still open about that 1 finger width. I'm going to let it up a little bit. I'm just going to open the bottom one a tiny little bit more, the top one a tiny little bit more. That'll bring it up to maybe 220, 230, but that's where you want to start closing it off. Now if I open it up inside, you'll see there's plenty of smoke happening there, and it's been held inside the dome as well by the top vent closed over. So plenty of smoke rolling there from the cherry wood. So we're ready to go.